While the Ruski superstardom refundable to the females play on April 26 recent year following a 15-monthly suspend, largest Pong expert forecasted a rapid back to the top 10. Following all, Sharapov is a ex-planet number 1 and 5-time main victor, who had been ranged 7 in the planet while she was hanging in March 2016 for test favorable for the newly prohibited cardiac narcotic meldonium. But 12 months after, Sharapov is ranged number 42, possessing struggled in injuries next her return. I didn't put any consumer expectations on myself upcoming behind following the suspend, Sharapov told in an exceptional telephone interviewing of her household in Los Angeles. Since lacking how time of period at the age and following departure via various things in my lifetime, if he's trauma or surgical, fair creature off of the kind of sports, although you are vacationer yours flesh and although I was vacationer things how we're suffering up, you can never copy which you do in a matchstick environmental, told Sharapov, who rotated 31 over the monthly. I am yet work via how, and I am yet receive how behind, and how conducted a time. Injuries possessing begun her return in a semifinals place at the Porsche Pong Great Prix in Stuttgart, Germany a year back. The couple-time France outdoor victor was rejected a savage map by Roland Garros competition organizers the following monthly. A leftward hip trauma, supported in the other circle of a mud court occasion in Rome, later constrained her out of Wimbledon qualification. Time a leftward arm trauma intended she had to remove of difficult court events in August in Stanford, Toronto, and Cincinnati. But Sharapov famous her return to main Pong in a win above the other seeded Simona Halep in the Discovery Circle of the U.S. Outdoor, wherever she achieved the 4 circle. Her time of year pointed in October, while she won her 36th career name in Tianjin, China. Yet hampered by a arm trauma, 2018 has been a disappointing year for Sharapov, who has won fair 5 matches in 4 persons events, consisting behind-to-behind fail in the Discovery rounds in Doha in February and in Hindu Wells, California in March. Results-oriented, of the large things that I do loving on sport, that at the identical period is extremely hard to get, is how a lot of kind of sports is really results-oriented, Sharapov told. So you can sense love you are driving striker though you miss a matchstick, and the reality you are loser a matchstick is manufacturing you sense love you are regressing, she told. Yet, Sharapov's dashingly steel definition in the person of misery has not waned. In regulation of wherever my reason is, my motive and the wish how I include for which I go on now while I am on center trial, while I am off of the trial and I include moments wherever my flesh feels love he's not wherever it should be, wherever I am not wholesome, or wherever it is fair a day wherever I sense love creature sometime else, I yet get via it, and I discover a way to get via it and to me, how's the top mark, she told. Mud time of year, a new begin? Following loser to final defend Naomi Osaka in Hindu Wells, Sharapov announced she had divided ways in her length-time trainer, Sven Groneveld, following 4 persons year. In the mud time of year now by way in Europe, could Sharapov kickstart her year the 1 week in Stuttgart on which has been her largest success shallow in latter year? A 3-time victor on the home mud of Stuttgart, that is sponsored by her length-time endorser, Porsche, Sharapov will act 7th-ranked Caroline Garcia of France in the Discovery Circle. She will do so in ex-trainer Thomas Hogstedt by her party. The Swedish woman had managed Sharapov to full the carrier great helmet of all 4 persons majors in win at the 2012 France Outdoor. It was as well her at first main win with a arm trauma almost ended her career in 2008. Motive though Sharapov has been a success businesswoman with winner Wimbledon in 2004 at the age of 17, making shut to $300 millionth onto Forbes in at and off-court income of endorsements, exhibition, fee and business community consisting her own lollipop and chocolate bar mark, anything will always go shut to competitive for the largest prizes in Pong. Creature in how time of winner and how recent spot of a matchstick, particularly in a great helmet definitive, is emergency, she told. Or I've skilled it 5 times in my lifetime and I've been game the kind of sports with I was 4 persons year ancient. He's really, really various. Resignation. Though she rotated pro at the age of 14, Sharapov isn't thought on resignation fair still. I refuged he set a period spreadsheet for myself, but I've ever told how I would do it on my own regulation, she told. Or while I say on my own regulation, so lot questions are purpose orientated. You begin a time of year and he's love which's yours purpose. While thou ve skilled great helmet victories, he's completely nature to include how purpose in yours reason, she told. It would be stupid for me to say my purpose for the year is to win a reduced tier competition since I seek to be on the big phase and to win on the big phase. I've skilled it, and I aware which he's love and I wish how sense once again. I go on to job for how. 2020 Tokyo Spartakiada? Down there's been a lot of say of the Spartakiada and Japan, and several human beings are proverb I'm departure to go to the Spartakiada and several human beings say not, told Sharapov, who skipped the 2008 Summer Games in Beijing since of a arm trauma and didn't competitive at the 2016 Rio Spartakiada since of the suspend. Or he's fun while human beings say on thou, while you in fact don't aware while how period will constitute, she told I'd loving to act in else Spartakiada, but I don't aware if how will occur and at the spot in 2018, I don't very wish to aware. I wish to hold departure and I wish to hold work and see wherever how conducted me.